Hello, fifth grade artists. I want to show you how to start your digital self-portrait. So hopefully you've already taken your selfie using your Chromebook. You're going to need to be able to get that photo pulled up. But first, let's go to our drive. Okay, so go to your Google Drive, click New, and then we're going to scroll down to the More option. And the first choice for the More option is Google Drawings. We're going to open up a new Google Drawing. And then the first thing I'd like you to do is change the name of your Google Drawing to your last name. So don't type Blomberg, that's my last name. And then we're going to insert a photograph into this space. So Google Drawings is just this program that you can use to edit images. It's pretty simple. It's not the best. It's just what we all have to work with. So we're going to use that. So we're going to click on Insert. The first choice is image. Now, if you took a picture and it's already saved on your Chromebook, then you're going to choose image, upload from computer, or you can go to, if it's in Google Photos, it might be there. You might have to search a little bit for your photo. I haven't taken mine yet, so I'm going to click camera. And then my camera's going to pop up and I'm going to take my photo that's going to go right into the assignment. So this is going to be my photo. Hi. All right, insert your image. Now let's resize this image so that you have a nice big image. So I pushed it up, I moved it all the way up to the top left corner, and now I'm going to click and hold on the bottom right corner and drag that so that it fills my whole space. So now I have a nice large image to work with because we want this to be mostly of your face. Okay, so we're going to use some tools up here along this toolbar. There's like the select tool and then the line tool. I'm going to have you choose that little tiny arrow next to the line tool that's like says select line. So let's use a curved line to start. A curved line is a line where you're going to click points around a line or shape. And so let's say I'm outlining kind of like this shape of my shirt. I'm going to do that little space first. Basically, the goal is that we're going to outline all the important parts of our picture. So I'm going to click, and then I let go, and then I move my mouse to another important part of this line and click, let go, click, let go. And we're going to keep going kind of like around. This curve tool is nice because it lets you make curves, right? We don't need all straight lines because our body and our self-portrait is going to have a lot of curves to it. So what I'm doing is I'm just sort of clicking around this shape where I want to create a line. Okay, so I got to the end of my point, the end of the line, and I double clicked so it ended. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to my select tool. It looks like it ended a little bit early, so I'm going to just kind of move my line just a little bit. So I still have a little space there. That's okay. We'll deal with that later. I'm going to go back to my curve. So click on curve. Let's make another line. So I'm going to click, move, click, move. So you're just clicking and moving your cursor all the way around these important lines. Now we're trying our best to stay close to the line, but it's not always going to work out that way, right? You're going to sometimes have some issues with where things land. And we're just doing the best we can. So when you want to end your line, you're going to click 2 times, okay? So I'm going to zoom in. Let's go up here to this magnifying glass, zoom into my face, because we need to capture some of these other lines, these other important lines of my face, my head shape, those sort of things. So I'm going to keep using the curve tool, and I think this time might have gone a little too close. Let's zoom out just a little. I'm going to capture this whole shape. So this is different than creating the line because we're doing a shape this time. So I'm going to do this shape that kind of goes around my hairline, around my whole face. I want to show you what it does when it's a shape because something happens and you might be alarmed once you get all the way around your shape. Whoa, okay, it fills in your shape for you. And that just means that you made a shape instead of a line. So what we're going to do is come back up to this toolbar up here, and you can see this paint bucket. That's the fill color of your shape. We're going to click on the paint bucket and change the fill to transparent. So now we can see the face again. I'm going to click back to curve. I want to show you one more thing. I hope this gives you an idea of how you can kind of trace and keep finding all those important lines. I'm going to zoom in. Let's try to do a nose. This time I'm going to try using a different tool. The scribble tool is a different tool. So to select scribble, you're going back up to the line, select line tool, and scribble is the tool that's all the way at the bottom. Let me just make sure I have it selected, not my cursor. So now the way that scribble works is you're going to click and hold, and then you'll use your other finger, I suppose, to draw a line. So that's going to give you these curved lines, and they do usually get like a lot straighter than some of the other curve tools, but this can be a good tool to use to get some of those harder shapes. Now, I specifically did the nose because I think the nose is a really tricky shape to draw. So I'm just doing my best to kind of fill in where I feel like some important lines are. Let's zoom back out and get back to my cursor. So the goal is that we're going to capture all the important lines of our face. So that means I would still need to trace around my glasses, around my eyes, my eyebrows, my mouth, some of those teeth lines. Let's make this fit. And I want to show you a way that you can check your progress. Right now it looks silly, right? So make sure your select key is selected, and you can click on the background. So I'm clicking on the picture, and then I'm going to hit the backspace button, and that's going to show you what your drawing is looking like so far. So after you do that, make sure you come back and click undo, because we want to make sure that your picture comes back so you can keep working. But that's a good way to check. So my goal for you is to start using those line tools to draw the important lines in your picture so that when you're done, you're going to end up with a line drawing of you. All right, make sure to ask me any questions you have. Come back into the Zoom and type them in the chat to me, and I'll try to help you over the computer. I know this can be tricky. Don't get discouraged. You can do it.